Hi, and welcome back, everyone. Fire Tuck here. This is this week's hobo tutorials, and this week I really want to talk about being true to yourself in a lot of ways. Okay, not necessarily being true to yourself. This is something that I'm learning now, as far as being older, having had the experiences that I've had. So you're getting, this is, I don't know exactly how to classify this, but this is a word of wisdom that I am learning about all my travels, and kind of trying to figure out a place to call home. Okay, because I'm looking at Cincinnati, and I'm looking at it and going, there's the infrastructure's here, the Sam and I have an easy in here and things like that, but what is it that I mean, if I'm gonna stay in a city like this, that means I got 6 months to be making a viable income. So how do I improve myself? How do I improve the quality of the videos in which I put out? Because the thing is, my moneymaker is this channel, and it has surpassed my other channel like threefold already. All right, and so being true to what it is that I decided I wanted to start, and using it as a vehicle to create my own stability. The price of rent may be so high that it may take me a long time before I can actually afford it, but at least in the meantime I can live comfortably. And Cincinnati has the infrastructure for that as well, because I don't have to worry about food. I don't even have to worry about food stamps, okay, because it's so abundant here. But figuring out how to, if I'm going to make a large commitment like this, like, instead of traveling and staying on the road and doing what I was going to do, what I have the ability to do is to kind of reinvent myself, improve my quality, improve myself. Because if I'm not going to have a positive change in staying here, if I do not see opportunity, if I don't see a way to be able to do something, or the things that I want to accomplish, well then it's not that city for me. And eventually you're going to want to, especially if you go nomadic, or if you end up spending a long time traveling, or you after a couple months you start wanting to go home anyways, because it's fun for a while until it becomes an everyday thing, and you're going to want to find a place to call home, and you're going to have to look for a place that you want to call home, because you've uprooted from your community and you've gone to another part of the country, maybe even another part of the world, and now you're looking for the next opportunity so that you can build your life. And what do you see 5-10 years into the future? Do you see it's all going to come crumbling down? It's going to be nuclear waste everywhere. It's just the whole northern hemisphere is going to be burned down, or do you think that there's going to be pockets and skirmishes and things like that, but there'll always be a place where where you will fit in, and that fits your personality, your style, the type of person you are? And that's kind of what I'm looking at for Cincinnati or West Virginia or the Rockies or wherever I go. Is I'm looking for that place that allows me to fit in and conduct myself in the way that I want to, because we all have different personality types, things that we're willing to tolerate, things that we're not willing to tolerate, and depending upon what city you're in, what culture you're a part of, is whether or not they will or won't tolerate that stuff. And those are the communities in which you can move to feel at home, okay, because that's your comfort zone. Just like something more progressive, because I grew up in a progressive society, that's something for me to look at, to call home. And that's the one thing that Cincinnati really offers, as far as mentality and stuff like that. But this is just my word of wisdom, my piece of advice that I would give you, that I have learned and that I'm in the process of learning as we go, because I'm trying to take a realistic approach to the decision which I make, because I mean, I know what it feels like to be on trail and, you know, hot and miserable. I know what it's like to be in a city cold and miserable. You know, I know what it's like to be miserable in each place, and it's like, what is it I'm willing to tolerate, and is the reward worth the agony that I'm going to have to go through? And that's really when you're making decisions on, you know, where you're going to go, how you're going to choose your next destination, your next region. These are things that you're going to have to really sit back and ponder, because, you know, at least take advantage of it and turn it into a positive. You know, find a place that you like instead of a place that you can just go. Okay, because a lot of people, you know, we grow out of our cities. Like, I hated Portland because you could do everything in 3 days. Okay, I like a city that has a vibrant city of life, because I like to be able to go do things and see things and not really have to pay a lot for it. You know, that's that's what I like about Cincinnati, and that's what I liked about San Francisco. Okay, is that they had a vibrant city life. You know, and so that's what attracts me. What attracts you will be something completely different. Okay, so just kind of figure out what works for you, and, you know, start thinking about it now, because one day, in case you do have to do that, you at least have an idea of where you want to go, and maybe you can even set up some early routes in that area, so that you can be better prepared if you're a prepper and you think that that's something you're going to have to do. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching, and I will see you in next week's Hobo Tutorials.